work.
Please. Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Yours is always louder than mine for some reason.
Yeah, and part of me thought,
Like,
do
whenever
I
I'm-
just talk louder than you, or
Well, I don't know, because I feel like we talk at, like, a similar
same
volume. But, like,
Do
I don't know, whenever I'm editing, I'm like, how is she so much louder than me sometimes?
I also think
feel like we
sometimes I
don't.
hold my mic a bit closer,
Yeah, I don't know.
but, like, not, like,
Yours is further away right now.
yeah.
Hmm.
That's because I don't want it, it's kind of bending, I don't want it to hit my face.
Fair.
Anyways.
Welcome back.
Welcome back. Welcome
to
back to
World Class Athlete. Episode 14.
Oh, yes. Been at it for a while now.
Yeah. Crazy.
Look at us go.
We love to see it.
Yeah, we do.
What was it that I was going to tell you? I feel like,
Mm.
or maybe it wasn't. No, you were there for it. Whenever they told us that people had, like, seen our clip on TikTok. I think I was going to tell my mom about it. I forgot.
I was so excited when we heard about that, though. That people saw our TikTok.
Yeah. So we just jumping right into it, I guess.
Yeah, go for
we,
it.
like, last Saturday got to the game kind of later than we normally would, like, to Hogtown.
Yeah.
And so Jess had been in the student section, and then I think Hannah and Delaney handed some out in the student section.
I think.
Or something. They were both, or all three of them were on that side of the stadium, anyways, in general. And I guess they handed them to someone, and this girl was like, oh, like
I saw this.
I saw that clip. When I got nervous because, like, so I went to Hobby Lobby yesterday to buy more beads. And there were a bunch of girls there, I guess, for Big Little.
Oh, yeah.
Because they've been, different sororities had theirs last week, but I guess there's still more
There's
this week.
Yeah, more to come, yeah.
And I was like, I really, not in like a conceited way, but at the same time I was like, what if someone, like, sees me and, like, saw one of the 3 TikToks we've made about this?
I don't know if we're that famous yet.
Well, I don't know, but just, like, to the point of, like, being in, like, they were going to be buying beads to make bracelets and being like, are you the girl on TikTok? Like, that would be kind of funny, though.
It would be really funny.
Just be like, yes, I am.
I am that girl. Did you make your bracelets?
Are you buying things to make bracelets this weekend?
Join the trend.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I hear the band.
I know. They were out full force when I was driving by today.
But yeah, I, like, thought about that. Just, I don't know, it's kind of weird that, like, I mean, that was our goal. But at the same time, it, like, feels weird.
It is the goal.
For people to just be like, oh, I have seen that, or, like, seen those girls.
Yeah.
Like, I've perceived these people.
I just wouldn't know, like, what to say. If someone walked up to me and was like, oh my gosh, I saw your TikTok about making the bracelets, I'd just be like, okay.
No. Like I was telling you, like, 2019 when TikTok was first becoming a thing, I posted one as a joke. And it got, like, a few decent amount of views, and it was about, like, the university. And I, like, got to class one day. This person I literally never spoke to was like, I saw your TikTok the other day. And I was like, never talk to me again.
So I can't imagine, like, my friends seeing my TikToks.
Yeah, sometimes I'm like, what if I blocked everyone I know?
Yeah.
And then I'd be fine.
Yeah. It's just weird. Like, I don't know.
Yeah. That's the weird thing. Yeah, no.
It's weird.
That's how I feel about, like, whenever I think about wanting to do, like, the national anthem for something. I don't care if I am in a stadium full of thousands of people I've never met and never will see again.
Right, it's the people that you will see again, though.
Yeah, but, like, if my mom is there, like, maybe I just won't do it.
No, because I don't want them to remember it and then be able to, like, bring it back up.
Exactly.
Or, like, talk to me about it after.
Right.
Like, it's so embarrassing to do things in front of your friends.
If I post, like, a video on my Instagram story of me, like, playing piano or something, I tell my mom she's not allowed to watch it if I'm in the room. Like, I don't even want her to watch it in general, but I'm like, if I'm in the room,
like, don't look at it.
Like, go into another room, or I will go into another room.
We are really overthinking this. That's crazy.
But, yeah. Anyways, make your bracelets.
Yes.
I brought a little example. Lots of fun little things. One of them says Pittman on it. This one, has a football, hogs, HAWGZ. This one, WPS, that I like made into little flowers. And I got these cute little stars made of seashells.
Yeah, the stars are cute.
I got all kinds of fun little stuff
Yeah, you
that I
got a
haven't used
lot.
yet.
We're cranking out more.
Mm-hmm.
We're ready.
Oh, yeah. Anyways, microphones.
Yeah.
Yours is very fitting.
Yes, mine is the parking pass that my parents so generously let me use last weekend for the game against Kent State. It's very handy. It has a little map on the back that shows you where you're supposed to park, but I still did not know where to park. And luckily, there's a very nice police officer that pointed me in the right direction.
And then we saw him start arguing with someone.
Yeah.
At a crosswalk or like intersection.
So I don't know what that was about because he wasn't arguing with me, and that's all that matters. What do you got for us?
This is my favorite body lotion. It is First Aid Beauty Ultra Repair Cream. This stuff saved me last winter because like my skin was so dry.
Yeah.
And it's unscented, so which technically fragrance free is the best for your skin.
Mm-hmm.
And it has something in it that's like,
oh, we're gonna get all chemistry over here. She's looking at the ingredients.
Yeah. So it has stearic acid, which is a acid, obviously.
Oh,
but it's like
no way.
It's like a fatty acid, so it's like one of the oils. Glycerin, which is plant-based. Lots of stearates, shea butter. Squalane, which is a hydrating plant ingredient. Yeah, I like this stuff. Very good stuff.
We're on two very different vibes with the mics today.
I couldn't really think of what to use. I kept thinking of like something bracelet related, but I'm like everything that's beads will just make noise.
Yeah.
And so
Post-production Cholo would not be happy about that.
No. Or anybody's ears.
No.
So saved y'all the trouble. But we made a discovery today about our microphones.
We did. They're magnetic.
So she magnetized.
It's not even clipped, guys. It might sound stupid, and you might be like, "How did you not know before?" Okay, we did it. We found out today, and we spent a good 5 minutes magnetizing them to everything that is in Cholo's apartment.
I stuck it to a knife, but unfortunately, I don't think that would get past YouTube censors. So, no knives today. Stuck it to my water bottle, but didn't really stick that well because it's not good metal.
Open a whole new world of microphones.
Oh yeah.
So excited about that. I already got ideas churning.
Nice.
So we'll see. Anyways, walkout songs?
Yeah.
Mine is Brazil by Declan McKenna. Great song. It's just been stuck in my head recently. It has nothing. It just came on the playlist. Re-entered my life, if you will, and I love it.
Never heard it.
Maybe I have. Hear like any of my songs.
We have partially similar music taste, but then other areas that just do not overlap. Nope. That's what makes us unique.
Yes, it makes us so fun.
Yeah. That's how you know we can be friends, is because we aren't exactly the same.
Right. We have
but
similarities.
We're not completely different either. Oh. Someone's brakes are very squeaky outside.
Yikes.
I hope that's what that is. Because I don't know what else it could be.
That was the band. We are no longer the best in sight and sound.
Were we before? No hate.
Anyways, your walkout song?
Anyways, mine is Teenage Dream by Olivia Rodrigo. So I listened through the entire new album.
You haven't listened to it yet.
While I was doing data entry yesterday. So when I'm doing that, I can't really focus on the lyrics as much as like I would if I was just doing a normal listen through of an album, like where I was in the car or like at home or something. But I can at least listen to the vibe of the music.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm probably going to do another listen through at some point because I only liked about half the songs.
Yeah.
Which on Sour, I didn't love every song there too. Like her slower stuff just isn't my vibe as much.
Fair enough.
But Teenage Dream, I heard like one lyric and I was like, oh, that one kind of hit. Mm-hmm. And so then I like paused for a second what I was doing to like listen, and the lyrics were so sad. And I was like, am I about to cry in the middle of the hyper where all of the professors that I know have offices? Like,
Yikes.
maybe I shouldn't. Maybe I should like stop listening to the lyrics and get back to work.
Yeah, maybe I should go back to my data entry.
But I thought that was like a funny thing that happened, so I figured I would just choose that
That
one.
is
But
kinda
Vampire
funny.
has been stuck in my head.
It's a good one.
Yeah.
No,
Also
I do
the
like that one.
VMAs. I saw her performance.
Yeah, the VMAs were good.
Yeah.
I didn't watch.
Taylor clapped for her.
Yes.
And people were like, she's so fake. They weren't beefing. Like,
no, they were
the
fine.
song was not about Taylor Swift.
Like they are fine.
They're fine. Also, did you see the thing about Selena Gomez like side-eyeing whenever Chris Brown got announced?
Yes, I saw that.
And then I saw today on like comments by celebs, I think it was like iHeartRadio Australia posted something about that. Selena commented, literally, who cares? Or just, who cares? LOL. And I was like, I love her.
Yes, but when also her facial reactions throughout the whole night very clearly showed what she was thinking.
Yeah.
And as someone whose facial expressions do clearly show what you're thinking, you cannot dismiss or be upset when people comment
Like,
about
when
it.
people notice.
Yeah, because like,
but also it was for Chris Brown, so it was valid.
right? No, I'm not hating on it. It was valid, but
people said she was just like sitting there whenever Olivia was performing, and people were like, she was mad or something. Like,
no,
literally, she was probably just like, she has lupus. She probably didn't even feel good.
probably tired, probably hungry.
She's probably like,
probably the most uncomfortable.
I'm only
dress.
here because I knew I was gonna win an award. Like,
I can't imagine the award shows are like that fun.
no, I think the only fun ones might be like the Emmys, because I think they get food.
Yeah.
Like the ones where they actually feed you.
Right, I could get behind those because they're feeding them pretty well.
But I imagine the Oscars aren't fun.
No,
Like they're in a movie theater with like probably
I
uncomfortable
imagine
chairs.
it is long. It is
And
boring.
They fill every single one of those chairs. You're stuck up next to someone.
Right.
What if, like, I mean, I get that people bring dates, but like, if you're on the slate to potentially win something, you have to be like on an edge,
Mm-hmm.
and so you know the camera's gonna be on you all the time,
Yeah.
and like, I don't know, weird. It would be fun to be a seat filler though,
Yeah,
On
that
the
would be
show.
kind of a fun job.
because you never know who you're gonna sit by.
right, who you get to meet.
Like last year at the VMAs, this guy ended up being Taylor's seat filler. So when they passed, he was able to like give her a note that he had written her just in case he met her.
There you go.
So cool. But yeah.
That is cool. Anyways, that derailed.
Yeah. Another conversation that is not on the docket for today.
Okay.
We finally got Anna Kathleen to start watching Ted Lasso.
We did. I did. I started watching it while making bracelets last week. I love it.
Quite a few episodes.
Yeah. We're getting through season 1.
I'm already, because I was rewatching it before we started last week, I'm like into mid season 3 now. And one of my probably favorite episode of the entire show is in season 3. And I watched it yesterday, and I was like, I cannot wait for you to watch this episode.
How many episodes per season is it?
The first is 10, and then 2 and 3 are 12.
So we're like halfway through.
We got through episode 6, or 2 episode 6. I can't remember.
Yeah. So we're basically halfway through season 1.
Right.
We'll probably finish season 1 tonight.
Today, or by next week at
Right.
the latest.
So I'm getting through it.
Yeah.
The thing was never would I like Ted Lasso. I knew I would like it. I knew it would be a good show. It was more of, I didn't have the streaming service
Budget.
it's on. Yeah. There were budget costs, okay?
All I'm saying is, not like, I always preface this before I like promote something, because it's like, not to like be, that guy, like to simp for some company or whatever, but honestly, Apple TV is the best streaming service. Like, I genuinely believe that.
Okay, but I'm not paying for my own
Right.
streaming services.
Fair.
I'm still on the family plan. My Netflix hasn't kicked me off yet.
Fair.
Like,
Yeah.
we're making do with what we have, and I like what we have. It's just,
I'm just saying, whenever your fam like
yeah.
moves or something, or like just at some point you need to be like, hey, by the way,
Apple TV.
there's a lot of shows I think you guys would like.
on
'Cause
Apple
there really
TV.
are. Yes, there are a lot of
No,
really
and I
good Apple
see the
TV shows.
commercials for them like all the time, and I'm like, oh, that'd be a good show,
Mhm.
but like I just don't have it.
And next month, finally, I'm so excited. So the show Lessons in Chemistry comes out next month, which was based on the book Lessons in Chemistry, which when I first started that book, I hated it, but like it has like the best ending.
I'm just
I
in
love
awe that
that
you
book.
read a
It's
book.
not. Oh, I know. It was one of the only books I read this summer. But it was a thick book, but I got through it pretty quickly. And like, one, as a chemistry person, I really liked it, but it's not really about the chemistry. It's like just a good book.
Yeah, what is it about?
It's about this lady who is a chemist, but then she gets fired from her research job because misogyny, basically, because it's supposed to be based in like the 50s.
Okay, yeah, okay. I can see where it's going.
And her boss is like a horrible person and takes credit for all of her work, basically.
Yeah, I hate that.
And then, so she ends up being like a single mom, and she meets this guy whose like daughter goes to school with her daughter, and he works for a TV station, and he wants to have her do a cooking show because she's a really good chef because of her experience in chemistry.
Yeah.
And so she starts a show where she also educates about chemistry on the show, and it becomes like a huge hit and all this stuff.
Okay. Sounds interesting.
It's good, but also very sad.
Oh.
Because, I mean, she's a single mother.
Right.
And
maybe
so,
I'll add it to the list. It'll go to the bottom. I have lots to read, so
Fair.
it will go to the bottom of the list. But the
Fair.
list nonetheless.
Fair. It's definitely like a wine and book club moms kind of book.
Oh,
But
we do not discriminate against books here.
But
well,
like,
we do, but
yeah.
not those.
It's not like the kind of book I would have normally read for myself, but Brie Larson is going to play the main character in the show. And I was like, that interests me.
That does interest me because that's not
and the
character
guy,
I would picture her playing.
The guy who plays, I'm pretty sure, the father of her child is, did you watch Top Gun?
Yeah.
Maverick?
Yeah.
He's the guy who plays Bob.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Yo.
Yeah. And I think like
that's
Octavia
crazy.
Spencer might be in it. I can't remember. But
that's crazy right there.
Yeah.
Yo.
Let me just look up. But yeah, I'm really excited for this show to come out. Before I watched that episode yesterday.
Oh yeah, he is.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
But there's someone else that where's Wikipedia? Why is the Wikipedia one not coming up? Because I know it has its own Wikipedia page. Here we go. Who else is in that show? Okay, maybe I was wrong about Octavia Spencer. She might be in a different show that I saw. But the trailer for this show came on yesterday, and I was like, I was excited.
Okay.
I think it's like October 13th or something like that.
Oh, you're ready for
Yeah.
it. You know.
Well, I just remembered from seeing the thing yesterday because I was like, oh, I got to remember this. That's Friday the 13th, fun fact.
Oh,
October 13th will be a Friday. I learned that today while we were scheduling things for lab.
There you go.
But yeah, I'm excited. Oh, it's the 60s, excuse me. 50s, 60s.
Close enough.
Same thing. But anyways, enough about that. Which thing should we talk about first?
Might as well go this one. We didn't talk about it last episode.
Volleyball. Volleyball's finally back in
Yes.
town this week.
They've been gone for a minute.
Is it tomorrow? Is there a game? Or is it Sunday?
Let me look.
I know there's a soccer game Sunday. Because right before it is a beer festival.
Yes. No.
And I saw today, they were like, we'll sell $30 for a 5-ounce glass with unlimited refills. That is a dangerous game.
Yeah, you cannot
have
promote that on a college.
Have you met Arkansans?
Yikes.
Who are Razorback fans specifically? That is scary. I want nowhere near the drivers.
No. Oh.
Because they're expecting people to go to the soccer game after that, too, because it's like at the at Bogle Park. Or not Bogle Park, but over there. They're not going to go to the soccer game. They're going to get in their cars and try to drive home.
They already can't drive when sober. I cannot imagine.
I do not want to be
driving
anywhere near
Okay,
there.
you were kind of right. There's one Friday and Sunday.
Okay, cool.
And then there's a soccer game tonight.
Oh, I did not realize that.
Me neither.
Oops. I should go to a soccer game sometime, but not tonight.
Yeah.
But what time is the volleyball game tomorrow?
Oh, wait, no, not tomorrow. I was in the wrong week.
Oh.
My bad. Sorry, guys. There isn't a volleyball till next Friday.
Oh.
Are they still gone this week?
I thought they sent an email about all the sports this week and what you could get points on. Or maybe it was for the next 2.
Maybe I had it wrong. But I know they've been gone for like a hot minute.
Okay. Here's the Brew Pig Suey is the thing that they're talking about for soccer.
Yes.
But what's coming up? Soccer. Oh, September 22nd. Okay, yeah, I read that wrong. But it's for points.
We will be going to that. We're going to try.
Yes. We can go to the swim meet in the afternoon.
I want to go to the swim meet. I think I've never been to a swim meet.
Dang it, that means I don't have to park my car so far away.
But I think it would be really cool. The swim meet is what? Friday?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Friday.
I have that.
Yeah, because I remember we were talking about it last week. But
no, we can go and then that'd be cool.
Yeah, no, that's fine with me. But I'm gonna have to park. We're gonna have to park far away, unfortunately, because of it. We won't be able to park in the garage.
Yeah, but what about lot 74? They can't close
should be
all
open.
4 lots of 74.
It should be open.
Yeah, I also park illegally most days, so what does it matter?
Also, the September 27th volleyball game is for points, which that is Thursday? Because the 29th is Friday, so it's Wednesday. Because the game is on the 30th.
Yep.
That's how I remember all of these things.
There we go. We're excited volleyball is back.
Mm-hmm.
It is fun.
So fun. But also don't come.
Chola is a little mad that she is not in the front of the student section anymore. But she should be happy because people are supporting women's sports.
Yes, I like to see people supporting volleyball, but also volleyball is mine. And there's all these little men coming to volleyball games, and I'm like, do you even know what a dig is? Like,
well, we can't be doing that. That sets the movement back.
No, they do this to us. We're allowed to do it back.
Take the high road?
No.
Okay. Y'all
gonna look and go, why is that person wearing a different color on the court? Leave. No, whatever. I am appreciative of the fact that people are enjoying women's sports.
It sounds like it.
But I also...
But don't.
But here's the deal. I was at volleyball games when the volleyball team was in the trenches, before we had Jill Gillen, before we had Maggie Cartwright, before we had like the team that we have now and have had for the past 2 years that are just like amazing and ranked.
They are good.
Like, I was there when we were not ranked and we were losing like 70% of games. So don't be a fake fan. If you're gonna come,
well, that could also just be because the people that are going to games now are significantly younger than you, and we're literally not in college at that time.
I mean, there is that, but also
I think that's a great big part of it.
At least cheer is my thing, because I feel like there are some like men there that were just like chilling and not.
We did have those group of guys
in like the VIP section.
Yeah, I don't know what that. We had the group of guys with the Jill sign. That was pretty supportive.
Yeah.
They worked hard on that. They had to, learn to spell Jill. It's probably above their spelling level. Let's be real.
I also hope they pick us to go stand on the other end.
Yeah, the little booing section, basically. Yeah. I want to go boo. Like, how do you get chosen for that?
Yeah, I know. Hopefully, I'll remember to wear the right color. But
yeah, I do think that was a big part of it.
Well,
is that you were like in blue.
I asked if I should change, and y'all were like, it's probably fine.
Well, it was. We were also just hungry. I was trying to go to dinner.
Yeah. Suey made fun of me, though. Yeah. But I kind of deserved it. It still said Arkansas on it, though. So it's not like...
Right.
And it's not like we were playing a team that their color is blue. Because
Yeah.
I have actually made that mistake before.
You have.
At basketball, where we're green for Christmas. It was a Christmas sweatshirt.
But the opposing
Not
team's color
really.
was green.
When I looked it up on ESPN that day, it looked like their color was black. Because it was a really dark color. On the ESPN logo, it looked black. And I was like, oh, I'm safe.
You
I
were
was not safe. It was forest green. I wasn't wearing forest green, but it was green enough that people did a double take. And then they did a triple take because they were like, what is on her sweatshirt? And
Well,
it was
also when you're
a
in
Christmas
like
cat.
the Arkansas student section who are wearing like red, white, and black, and you're just in green, like you're gonna stand
I'll
out.
never forget Trey Wade walking by, and he goes, and then just shook his head and laughed. And I was like, oh, thank you. Well,
That was funny.
it really was.
Hilarious.
But yeah, volleyball is cool. Watch
Yes.
volleyball. Support volleyball.
We're glad it's coming back.
When we were waiting for my couch the other day, my mom and I watched on ESPN. They had it playing.
Oh, yeah.
And so we watched their game. They did lose that game.
Yikes.
But that's okay.
That's okay. We love them anyway.
Bounce back.
Continuing on the Arkansas sports thing, Rocket Sanders will still be out with his knee injury for the BYU game. And there is no predicted date on when he's coming back, which is a little concerning because very crucial part of the offense, and I think we need him back. And I'm interested to see how our offense plays.
I mean, AJ did good, though.
He
last
did
weekend.
do good.
Like, he
But-
kind of carried, honestly.
He did.
Last weekend.
But he's not at the level that Rocket Sanders is at. And I
Yeah.
think we need both of them playing
Yeah,
because they're able to split up
so
the
they
defense.
can swap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's just not I don't even know what's gonna happen. I also
Yeah,
feel like
hopefully
KJ
they'll-
just plays better when Rocket's on the field. Like it's like
Yeah.
you know, like a child has like a comfort blanket. Okay, Rocket Sanders is KJ Jefferson's comfort blanket.
Well, there's always duos in
right.
football. We
And
got
Our duo is
Joe and Jamar.
broken up.
We had Brady and
Gronk.
Gronk. I was like, I couldn't think of his name, but I could see his face in my head, and I almost said that golden retriever dude that people love.
Yes. No, we need him
yeah.
back, but there is no estimated time. So
Yeah.
gotta love a good
Well-
hyperextended knee.
Just like Travis Kelce. He's
Yeah,
he's
something
having
like
the
that.
Travis Kelce moment right now.
Something like that. I think that's what he
It's
did.
Travis and Patrick. Last week was a fluke for the Chiefs, hopefully, and that was the only time that will happen.
Okay,
because-
let's look.
why?
I understand that Travis Kelce plays a very big role
Yes.
in the Chiefs. However,
Not
Do
a single
I
person could make a
think-
catch last week.
do I think that a team coming off a Super Bowl win should have been able to beat the Lions? Absolutely. There should be no question about it. And the funniest thing is to see Chiefs fans trying to make excuses that, oh, but we didn't have Kelce. Regardless,
shouldn't
you
be
should
the
have
only
won.
reason that we lost.
Like,
But also, I expect this in high school football. I was shocked, but fine with it when I watched Rutgers and Northwestern play. But why did the Lions do a fake punt in the second quarter of the game?
yeah, that.
You are an NFL team and you're doing a fake punt that early in the game. What?
It was a bold move,
Insanity.
but I don't think you can say too much about it considering they beat your team.
Yeah.
So, not that mine did any better.
Crazy, though.
The Giants got blown out by the Cowboys 40-zip. So, that ruined my weekend.
Oh, I would hate to be a Jets fan right now. Too.
Oh my gosh.
I don't like Aaron Rodgers, but I do feel bad
I
for
feel
him.
bad.
Because they were like, oh, this is our guy. He's going to be the guy.
Right.
He runs out for 9/11 carrying an American flag. Everyone's so excited. Fourth play, pops his Achilles.
That, I just know that whole stadium, no matter who you were rooting for, went quiet.
I feel like when it happened, Well, you can't really see an Achilles happen. So I was gonna say if they noticed that he had gotten hurt, everyone probably would have been like, "Ooh."
Yeah.
But yeah, as soon as everyone realized that something truly bad was happening, everyone was probably like,
Like
"What
that.
do we do?"
First game,
Because Achilles,
4 plays, first drive,
which
was
also
out.
another college football player this week blew out his Achilles as well.
Really?
Someone was in the Gatorade this weekend because
Apparently.
how were there? Because Achilles, the college football one, I did see how it happened. He like got tackled from behind, and so he overflexed his foot. But
But you don't see Achilles injuries
that
often. Yeah, it's not the
especially
most
not
common.
in football. I feel like that's like a soccer injury or a basketball injury.
Yeah, but you don't see that
Because
one
I
in
usually
football.
we at the clinic we were talking about one day. It's a lot of basketball players because they're cutting.
Mm-hmm.
It happens a lot. But like, yeah, I don't know. And those are like a 2-year recovery. Like having to relearn how to walk.
Yeah. Speaking also of terrible things happening in the NFL, Joe Burrow decided to become the highest paid NFL athlete ever, and then decided that he didn't want to be good at football anymore.
Oh,
Which
Joe.
it's baffling to me that
Did you see he cut his hair? He probably was like, the long hair has got to go. Which is so sad because his new haircut, I'm sorry, Joe, not a look.
But how can a team go and like rival the Chiefs head to head, put on a good game?
Andre got to play though.
Yes, he did. And then this is how they play it, but they cannot play for their lives against the Browns.
Yeah, I mean, it's usually to be expected. But also, just like, Myles Garrett was all on top of Jamar Chase, and like, I didn't even pay that close attention to the game because I was like busy with stuff. But every time I would look up, if the Bengals were on offense, it was just Myles Garrett like attacking Jamar Chase.
All I'm saying is Joe Burrow needs to check himself, because if he cannot get me more than like 2 fantasy points, he's out. Okay? I committed to the bit for fantasy. It was funny. People laughed. It was a good joke. I thought he would get me some points, but he has not. And he needs to work on it. I'm just saying, I think this weekend, unless you were a Cowboys fan, you really weren't that happy.
It's okay. He can come back from this. His like press conference was so funny because it's like, guys, like, we've been here before. It's week 1. We can like make it up, all this stuff. And I saw a comment that just said, it sounds like he's trying to convince himself. And I was like, that is very funny, actually.
No, I just like, that has to suck to play a game that like you've never played the position of quarterback after being announced that you're the highest paid football player
and
ever.
That happens.
And then that happens and you have to go face like news reporters. I hope he cried himself to sleep that night. Honestly.
Do you think it would have been so
get it together
funny if he had gone the millennial route and just sat and he's like, so that happened.
Ew. I was so ready after that game for his PR team to like announce the engagement so people stop talking about how bad he played and start focusing on him.
But I think the problem then is that all the girlies who picked him for fantasy would be like, no, like just melt down.
They should have been melting down by the lack of points they got. I did. Yeah. I had to witness that, and then the Giants getting blown out 40-0. Like, Good thing the Hogs won, because I think that would have sent me in a downward spiral.
Yeah, if we had started off, which like we'd already come off the Chiefs loss, so I wasn't like too happy about it. But at least they didn't get beat that bad. It was by 1 point.
Yeah, but I feel like that's almost more embarrassing to get beat by 1 by the Lions.
Not a great loss by them. Yeah, but then like if we'd lost Saturday, I would have probably just been like, I need to lay down and cry, because I got a huge blister on my heel walking around. I've had hydrocolloid on it up until today. It was this big.
Ooh.
I had to like wound care it. I got like little scrapies on my legs from my boot. So I was in the trenches for this Hog team last week, and if they weren't gonna win, I was just like
in the trenches while you were in a seat with an actual seat.
That was the only bright spot, honestly, other than us winning, was like the fact that we could sit down and that not have to stand up and stuff. Because I I would have been in so much pain. I would have been bleeding.
What are you doing this weekend? Because we don't have seats.
Wearing leggings, probably. I will take an L and wear leggings.
Well, it's a 6:30 game, so it won't be too hot because the sun will start going down.
Which, like,
and the weather's been nice this week.
I would be fine with wearing, like, my brown pants or something and trying to make, like, a cute outfit out of it. But the problem is that I have to put my boot under it. I just need, like, a layer of fabric in between.
Yeah.
And I don't own, like, long socks. I might just have to go buy a pair of long
socks.
I would
say at this point it might be worth investing.
Because then I can, like, fold them over the edge, too, and hopefully it won't rub.
Scratch. Yeah.
Maybe I'll do that. Because I could not. Earlier I was like, what am I going to wear Saturday?
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know. I guess we'll figure it out right now.
Outfit choices are so much easier when you get to sit down during the games than when you had to stand up the entire time.
I wanted to go boutique shopping this week, and then I forgot to ask Jess if she was free. So.
You have to have Jess.
Yeah, we need our fashion queen.
Yeah, literally.
Tell me what to buy, even though it's expensive. Ask her man to buy it as well, maybe. And just take care of everybody.
I don't know if you get that far, but...
Nah, just kidding. I won't do that to you. Cade. I respect you as a person.
Good.
Speaking of, though, ORU baseball.
Coming to UARC.
But, so Jess texted me yesterday. She goes, ORU came to Arkansas the year before Cade started. ORU baseball is coming to Arkansas this year after he left. Are you kidding me? And I was like, yikes. And she goes, I'm so mad. And I was like, yeah, fair.
It's so funny, though. Like, it's genuinely hilarious.
And it's not going to be like a fall ball game, so it's a Tuesday game, though. But he's probably not going to be able to come.
Yeah, I know.
Which is so sad. But
I'm excited.
Yeah. March 12th. Mark your calendars. Right before your birthday.
Yeah.
You know, birthday baseball game.
Birthday baseball before we go on spring break.
But yeah. That's crazy, though, that, like,
I know.
It took him that long
to come back. Poor Jess
is this Missouri M? I'm sorry. Why does it look like that? Okay, sorry. Anyways, go on. Poor Jess. What?
Yeah, but she was traveling every weekend to go to these games. She's like, I wish I could go to like an Arkansas game. She could only go to the ones weekday nights, and there's not like a whole lot of those, you know. And the one game she could watch both Arkansas and Cade, he's not here.
He's not here anymore.
It's funny.
But, you know, he's on to bigger and better things.
Right.
I guess good for him, but also, if he hadn't gotten drafted, he would have had one more year. But yeah, I just thought that was funny. She texted me yesterday and was like, are you joking me right now?
It'll be a good game.
Yeah.
We'll have to go to it.
Definitely.
See where Jess's loyalties lie.
I wonder if... So there's a guy that I went to high school with that I didn't realize was on the team until, like, during the College World Series. He's not my age. He's a year or two younger than me. But I wonder... I can't remember if he'll be eligible to be on the team this year if he graduated. But it would be funny if he is still on the team this year and came played. But yeah, I like... That game I had gone to with Jess in March, they called his name, and I was like, oh, that's funny. I know a guy with that name.
Didn't even register that it could have been him.
Well, I, like, never would have guessed that guy was actually playing college baseball. Like, he just didn't seem the type to, like, go play a college sport. And so then when we were watching the game and when it became big, because there were, like, 5 guys from Arkansas that played ORU. Yeah. And they were like, oh, and this guy from Lifeway. I was like, that's the same guy.
That's crazy.
Oops. But yeah.
Wow. Zero faith in your classmates, huh?
Well, like I said, not my age. So
okay.
You're too younger.
There you go.
I think I played volleyball with his sister.
I don't know. Football season always gets me excited for basketball and baseball season because I just look forward to things we win at.
Yeah. I just love basketball, not baseball. Baseball is okay.
I do love baseball. I think it's fun.
I just love basketball.
Basketball is fun too. But
did you see they announced the red-white game?
Yes, I did.
October 4th, I think.
Mm-hmm.
It's like Wednesday. It's a Wednesday. Because thank goodness it's not on a Tuesday because I would have been in class.
I know. I got things going on Tuesday. Tuesdays are not good days for sports.
But I do want to go to the red-white game.
I do as well. I'll move some things around. We'll get to it.
Yeah. Anyways, going back to football.
Yes.
So I'm sure we've all heard. Well, everyone knows that Travis Kelce was like trying to go after Taylor Swift.
Yeah, I tried to. What did he like? Friendship bracelet with like his number on it for her or something when he went to
when she was at Arrowhead.
Yeah.
And I think they talked about it on their podcast, but basically her team was like, sorry, she doesn't talk to people before or after the show, which one is so funny because that weekend was when Taylor Lautner was there, and there's pictures of them hanging out backstage.
She definitely talks to people before and after the show.
Maybe she saves her voice before, but I feel like after.
Well, maybe she's like people she doesn't know.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, she's not doing meet and greets, which, like,
yeah,
fair. But yeah, no, he was like, yeah, she doesn't meet people before and after, and I was like, she definitely hangs out with people. She definitely
did.
At least after the game, if not before. But so now the tea is they've been secret, like
apparently they've been hanging out. Do you believe it though?
I saw the funniest TikTok about it yesterday. Some girl was like, what if she's playing the long game as an Eagles fan?
Oh no.
Because they were like, so maybe because he's all hurt, she's on break from arrows right now. She's been bunkering down in KC. Hanging out with him.
Who just wants to bunker down in case it's no one?
But. No, KC is a nice town, okay? Have you ever actually been to Kansas City?
Overland Park, kind of.
See, that's a nice area. But, like, downtown KC is very nice. And I imagine that if he lives in the Mission, he's got quite the house.
Well, I don't doubt he's got a nice house, okay? He's got millions of dollars, and he's got no wife, no kids.
I mean, he doesn't have Taylor Swift money, but...
yeah.
Miss Billionaire Swift.
But I imagine he's living well.
Yeah. But they were like, maybe she's hanging out with him. And then, you know, she'll be with him. Like, she'll be cheering him on all this time, blah, blah, blah. Like, they'll have a strong relationship going. They make it to the Super Bowl again. It's going to be another Chiefs-Eagles. And they were like, and, you know, she's on tour. Their relationship is fine. And then, like, 5 days before, she ghosts him, blocks him on everything.
No.
All this stuff. No, wait. And then she was like, she's scheduled to be in Tokyo on the Super Bowl, or like that weekend. Mm-hmm. But halftime show, or he's like freaking out because she ghosted him, but he's like, whatever, I'm locked in. The anger is here. They're like, and then halftime comes up. Suddenly, you start hearing, I think it was Style, like, you start hearing that guitar riff, and she comes up, she, like, appears out of the stage, and then starts singing. He comes out, this is what she said, she was like, he comes out of the locker room to see her, because he hasn't heard from her in, like, a week. And then she plays Mastermind 10-minute version, staring into his eyes.
This is quite the delusion.
And then what else did she say? She was like, Eagles win. Taylor Swift presents the Lombardi Trophy to her Philadelphia Eagles.
I just don't... I think it would be cool to see Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift together. However, I'm not 100% sure I buy into it.
I mean, it's like we said a few weeks ago. Like, it just doesn't feel right for them to be interacting.
I did see something that was like, yeah, well, Travis Kelce is an unproblematic, you know, guy who makes good money, has his own money. Like, he's not her type. I was like, wow.
I feel like he could be problematic. Like,
but has he?
In college, I know he was.
Yeah, well, no, yeah, in college, yes.
That man almost got kicked off of his football team multiple times. Yes. If it hadn't been for his brother, he would have been kicked off.
Professionally, though, in the NFL, has he been?
Not since he became big, I don't think.
That's what I was saying.
I mean, other than, like, well, the Cincinnati mayor kind of started it first, but he, like, kind of came after him.
Yeah.
Called him a jabroni.
That was funny. Or almost got tackled by Secret Service at the White House for trying to talk in the...
To take the mic.
Podium. I just want to know what he was going to say if he got...
I think he was going to say something like that again. I don't remember. I think Patrick Mahomes talked about...
Like, I think he did.
I don't remember what it was that he was gonna say.
I don't think I've ever seen Secret Service move so quickly.
I think it's funny though that Patrick was like, nope.
Yeah,
Directing him like a child.
Patrick had to gentle parent him out of that situation.
He was like,
is what it
all right,
was.
come on.
Okay, we don't do that, my friends.
Don't say the word no. He's like, oh, let's redirect. Let's focus on something else now.
Let's put our emotion into something different. Not everyone needs to hear our words.
I don't know. I just have a really hard time picturing them enjoying each other's company.
Like, what would they talk about?
Like, because I just feel like they're so different. Like, he's like a party, like, I mean, I know she at least at one point liked the club and stuff.
Right.
But, like, I just feel like their vibe is so different.
But I honestly don't think I could see her with any athlete.
Yeah. I just feel like, though, if Travis Kelce wasn't a tight end for the Kansas City Chiefs, he would be like a SoundCloud rapper. Or like a TikTok F-boy.
Oh, no.
Or a little bit of both. You know?
He would. But dang.
And that just doesn't seem compatible with the woman who is Taylor Swift.
Right. I do think it's funny, though, that everyone is buying into this, including ESPN.
Yeah.
They did a little injury report on Travis Kelce. And
so many
the announcer
references.
used Taylor Swift lyrics, titles of songs. And I just know that there's some intern in the back that wrote that entire thing because there's no way that announcer knew daylight.
Well, he did say he's a father of daughters, so potentially maybe he took his kids to Eras.
Maybe, but do
yeah,
I think
daylight?
He wrote it? No.
No.
Do I think some intern wrote it for him? Yes. Do I think that intern deserves a raise? Absolutely. Let them write more stuff. It was good.
They did the same thing when there was rumors she was dating that one F1 driver.
Yes.
There was like a report where they were talking about his driving and using
Taylor Swift
references.
But you just have to say, like, with the amount of songs and stuff that she's released, like, you could do a speech about anything and incorporate Taylor Swift lyrics into them. And it's honestly kind of funny when they do.
I like those videos. I think the Chiefs did it a couple weeks ago where they give guys a secret word to use in their press conferences. And there was one the other day, the Chiefs one, there was one word that someone had to say. And I was like, there's no way he's going to be able to figure out how to get that in there. And he did.
They sometimes give them the randomest words. And I'm honestly impressed
find it, without sound because it was
with how they do it. But then you also have to remember that these guys were in college once and were probably cranking out essays like hours before they were due, like the rest of us. So
if they were even writing them.
Assuming the best and that they were writing them.
Yeah.
You know, they have to be able to think of it somehow.
Here, let's see. Yeah, Keanu Reeves.
Oh, yeah.
But shenanigans.
Oh, okay. I feel like shenanigans would be easy, though.
Someone had corn dog. Tomfoolery. That was the one that I was like, how is this guy going to get that in there? And then they started giving him, like, phrases, too. So this guy had Mamma Mia, Harry Potter.
Turtle. Turtle would be a hard one, I think, too.
Yeah, business in the front, party in the back. Like, that was, like, the first thing he said, too. So, all brakes, no gas.
Okay, that one I feel like is easy to slip in there.
Yeah, and he did a pretty good job. But I just thought tomfoolery was an especially funny one.
I think the hardest thing about that would be to remember the phrase I'm supposed to say.
Oh, most definitely.
If I'm just, answering these interview questions that are so routine to me and I have to remember, like, oh, you got to slip this word in. And then to answer the question completely and put the word in, like,
Yeah.
A little much, maybe. Especially after you, like, practice or something, too. I don't know. I don't know what it'd be for me.
I feel like it's one of those things where it's like, you had an idea like 10 minutes ago, but you're trying to figure out a way to make it seem spontaneous.
Mm-hmm. They don't want to say it too calculated. Like the inflection of their voice needs to be there. Like there's a lot going into it.
It's like when you hear something and you're like, oh, this isn't the conversation to mention this. I'll wait a minute, but then I'll pretend that I just thought of it.
Mm-hmm.
You're like, oh,
by the way, tomfoolery.
Yeah.
Like,
just so funny. Such a silly thing.
It is. You got to give credit to the social media team of these professional sports teams. Like they're working overtime, and I imagine it's a little intimidating to go up to these guys that definitely lift your body weight for a warm up and be like, "Hey,
Yeah.
I need you in your next press conference to say the word tomfoolery." Or like all the little challenges they get them to do. Like that's gotta be scary.
Yeah. I like the Bengals did one where it was like act like the social media admin or something.
Yeah.
And they like just grab the mic and they'd be like, hey, hey, hey.
Answer
Hey,
this
we
question.
answer this question. It would be kind of scary to do that.
That's what I'm saying.
I feel like it'd be fun too, though.
It would be fun.
Like your first day.
Your first day, though, would be terrifying. I think once you were there for a bit,
Yeah.
it would be a lot more fun and easier because you would know the personalities of people.
Yeah.
But I feel like it would be terrifying your first day. And I also feel like it would suck if, like, your star player was very media reluctant.
Joe Burrow.
Yeah.
Justin
Herbert.
Justin's gotten better about it.
He has
because
gotten
he's
better.
been in a bunch of stuff lately.
Yes, he has. I've noticed
Someone
that.
probably his agent probably sat him down and was like, dude,
we like have to do
like,
this.
do we need to do some more media training? Like, get you more comfortable on camera?
Like, what
because
is
we
with
really
this?
need you to make some money this way.
Yeah, they really said, dude, you would a bonus would come to you.
Yeah.
If you could do these ads real quick, like just get in front of a camera for 5 seconds, my man. Like,
because he did what, like a Chipotle ad or something?
yeah,
Or what
was it Chipotle or was it? Because it was the one with Patrick Mahomes, right? Is that the one you were thinking of?
No, there's one that he
Oh.
did by himself where he's like, I think it's Chipotle where he's like making the guacamole or something.
Oh yes, but he was in one with Patrick Mahomes. I do think that was Subway though, because
I was
Subway
about to say, is
used
it the Subway one? Because a bunch of people have been on the
thousands of
Subway one.
athletes. Okay, Subway's marketing budget has to be out of this world for them to be able to get all these different athletes to endorse them, and like I just want to know how much it is because
Yeah.
like that's crazy.
Fresh sliced deli meat.
Yeah,
That's kind of hard to say.
like as a marketing major, I am in awe.
Dr. Squatch soaps for men.
Yes, I saw that one.
I don't know that I've seen his secret talent. I don't know. But yeah, he's been in a bunch of stuff recently.
Which
a
is
milk commercial.
Impressive.
That was a while ago.
I was about to say I thought the milk one was a while ago,
Yeah.
but I would hate to be social media admin with a bunch of media reluctant star players and have to be like, dude, like I just need you to say a Taylor Swift song. Like it's not that deep. I will tell you which one to say. Like please.
Killing me.
Yeah, I know their publicists and agents were just like, bro, like you have to talk, please. Like do one interview a season,
Literally
please.
anything. Yeah, I don't know.
Haha, that'll be me one day. Just being like, please, I get paid more. You get paid more. Like, do this.
Yes.
I'd be like, bro, I got bills to pay. I need your 10%.
Yeah.
I need the 10% cut I'm going to get for this. Like, please do a Subway commercial.
You just call him up. Hey. Stop being weird.
Yeah. Will you please do this so I can afford groceries next week?
Yeah. Look, I've got this Cartier bracelet that I've been eyeing for a while.
Yo, Christmas is coming up. The gifts are expensive. Like, can you do another commercial for me?
Yeah. Trying to buy these earrings, a new car, like
I got my eyes on these shoes. Like, I'm going on this trip.
I gotta pay for this penthouse somehow.
Hey, you approved all these vacation days for me, but like I have to be able to afford the vacation.
This is off season. You're not doing anything right now.
Do a magazine interview, please.
Go stay at a hotel and make one TikTok about it.
Yeah, like
anything.
You could post just one picture of yourself, honestly, and like that will be enough media for a couple months. But like you have to show people you're alive.
Give the girlies something to simp
Give
over
them what they want
for the next month.
I just know that's all their social media, like players' social media meetings.
Probably.
They're like,
we just need you to get your engagement up. So post a thirst trap, please.
Literally. Well, okay, so on F1 stuff, Ferrari has not been like driving the best, but their social media admin posts like all these like borderline thirst trap things, and people are like, they're just posting this to make us like forget that they just crashed
My
into
car
a wall
wall.
earlier.
Oh.
And I was like, social media is really working overtime on this to try to keep engagement up.
Did you see the U.S. or the U.S. Opens
Yes.
TikToks? They were
Those were so good.
funny. Coco Gauff's TikToks after she won too were so funny because it was just like all I do was win, and she's just like here with the trophy. Like
I
what's
love
up?
seeing like Gen Z athletes and their use of social media because it is
the Olympics
so
next
funny.
year.
Oh, will be so good. The amount of get ready with me to come run in the for the Olympic opening ceremony, like I cannot wait.
I was like seeing all the cool outfits they get to wear.
I cannot wait.
America's Olympics outfits are always in
not
like
good.
No, what? They're so good.
Sometimes our opening ceremony ones last Olympics were a little rough.
Okay, well those, but like
the Nike ones and
but
stuff.
like their podium outfits, were
those are
so
good.
cool. Just like the white puffers because it was winter.
Yes,
and all the ladies got skins.
Yeah,
that's so
no.
cool.
Our opening ceremony ones were not it.
But I mean, like just the other clothes that they get to wear are always cool.
But I like Gen Z athletes being like in professional sports now for the most part because they will show you like all the behind the scenes stuff and like that's just so cool to see.
I feel like it started with not this past Winter Olympics, but the one before when that one snowboarder woke up late to his own race and then like won gold and cussed on TV because he was like, yeah, I was almost late and like and everyone was like, you just won the gold medal, what are you doing?
Well, and then the female snowboarder was like, yeah, I'm just not crying right now because I worked really hard on my eyeliner and like I don't want to mess it up.
It was probably like Chloe Kim or something.
Yeah, like icons.
I will say the blueprint was probably Shaun White talking about Mountain Dew.
Yes.
But
yes.
Shaun White transcends time.
Yeah.
And generations.
Honorary Gen Z for
he
that
and
one.
Nina Dobrev are just icons.
Truly.
And so they get a pass.
Yes, but it is funny. Like this next Olympics is gonna be wild. So because we already saw it with the U.S. women's soccer team because they had a bunch of like 18-year-olds on there, and they were just posting like TikTok after TikTok. Like I thought it was so funny.
This Olympics will be interesting because it's like Paris, but like nothing's gonna actually be in Paris because it's such a tight knit.
Yeah.
Like, where is the actual Olympic stadiums? Like, where are they?
Yeah, I was thinking about it the other day because European cities are pretty like, for the most part, like the bigger cities are very together. Like you're just supposed to fit like a track, and like it feels like just.
Also, the surfing is going to be in French Polynesia in the middle of the Pacific Ocean.
Like that.
Which, honestly, kind of
cool.
All the surfers are just like, dude, this is awesome.
They're going to be great.
We're just basically in Tahiti, like, not far from it.
Yeah.
Just chilling in Micronesia. Like, awesome.
Yeah, but it's not really the Paris Olympics, though.
No, it's the French Polynesia Olympics.
They're just using Paris in the sense of how when people here are from, like, outside of Dallas, we still say Dallas.
I mean, it is cool, though, that, like, it's not cool because of imperialism, but, it's kind of neat that, like, it's still French territory, technically, so they can do it. Because the last Olympics in Japan, they just did everything in Hawaii. Yeah. Because it was kind of winter in Japan.
Yeah.
Or it was, like, not good surfing weather, basically. So there were no like Japanese islands they could do it at. Yeah. So that's kind of cool. But when we have it in LA, it's probably gonna either be in LA or Hawaii. Yeah. Probably Hawaii, honestly.
I do imagine the surfing is better in Hawaii than LA.
Yeah. But it would be kind of cool if it was in LA.
It would be.
They just don't have big waves there.
I've also never surfed in LA or Hawaii or at all, but I do know that surfing is better in Hawaii, though.
My dad promised me 4 years ago now that he was going to take me to the Olympics when they come to LA. So 2028
is your year.
I'll be going. Because a couple months ago, my dad was like, where are the Olympics next year? Are those the ones in the U.S.? And I was like, no, it's in Paris, but the next ones aren't. Yeah. I was like, because you said you were going to take me. And he goes, I remember. We're going. And I was like, good. At least you get to push it off another few years before you have to
I
pay for it.
I understand why they do the Olympics in LA. Do I think it would be really funny if they hosted the U.S. Olympics in like Montana? Yes. Can you surf
Like,
in
they would do
Montana?
that
No, but
Winter
like
Olympics.
I just would love to see someone in like
I mean, they were in Atlanta.
I
in the
would love to
50s.
see
Or
though
not the
like
50s, the 80s.
British and French Europeans like experiencing like Idaho.
Yeah. I honestly wonder though, like whenever they happened in Atlanta, what did people think?
Yeah.
Like
Well,
around the world, were
also,
they like Georgia, the state, and not the country? Like,
I also just want, because the U.S. is really big.
yeah,
And so if you live in the U.S., you really only know, like, the big cities, New York, L.A., Dallas, like,
yeah,
you might know Florida. Like, the big places, but I would just love to see them in, like, North, South Dakota,
New
Nebraska.
Mexico.
Like, let's show them America.
Yeah.
Like, we got a lot of places for you. Tennessee. I would love to see him try to understand someone with like a deep South accent.
Yeah. It'd be very interesting. I don't know. Because they did it in Utah for the winter, however many years ago at Salt Lake City.
That was very true. But, like, if they're just in, like, Kentucky.
Yeah.
West Virginia. Like, there's not, like, there are things there. But, like, there's nothing there. Send them to Arkansas. Like, that would be hilarious.
That would be. But also, I would hate if they had the Olympics
here.
it'd
be...
Can you imagine living here during, like, the weeks leading up to the Olympics?
The traffic is already so bad here. I could not imagine college students and the Olympics here at the same time. I'd cry.
Bro, I just imagine, like, people, especially if you live near wherever the facilities were going to be.
Oh, yeah.
Just, like, people appearing in your yard and being like, who are you and why are you
here?
And it's, like, not even an American. They don't speak English. And you're just like, how do I get you to leave my house?
Get off my yard.
Like,
I would just
love to use the Google Translate talk and be like, please leave my house. This is my place of residence.
Like, the French team in, like, Walmart.
Yeah.
Just, like, trying to buy milk, but they can't find it. Or, like, they go from Walmart to Walmart, and they're, like, set up differently.
Mm-hmm.
I think it would be funny, a little bit.
I
would like to see him try to walk up the hills around campus.
Yeah.
I think it would be really a boost for the ego to see an Olympic athlete huff and puff their way up Dixon. Like, it would be... It'd make me feel better.
I saw a video from, like, a Dallas-based Instagram influencer the other day. It was, like, a reel that came up. She traveled all the way to Northwest Arkansas to go to the Elm Springs Walmart because she heard it was, like, the tester Walmart.
Oh, yeah.
Which, like, it is objectively a nice Walmart.
It is, and it is one of their tester ones.
Yes, and which I kind of hate because that's the one my family shops at the most, and so there's literally always people just randomly standing in the middle of an aisle looking around.
Yeah.
Because it's like they'll bring in people from corporate that aren't based here.
Yeah.
To come look around, and they'll travel in little packs of 5, and they have name tags, and they just stand in an aisle and, like, do this. I'm like, I just want the rice.
Can you move? I'm trying to get toilet paper.
They used to do that at the neighborhood market in Bentonville, too, which, when I would come home from school in hght school, was the one I would always go to.
Mm.
One time my mom texted me, she was like, please buy rice. And I was like, okay. The rice aisle has 30 people, not even exaggerating, like 30 people standing in the aisle talking. And I'm, like, standing there, and this worker comes up to me, and she's like, can I help you? And I was like, I just really need, like,
rice.
Any bag of rice. And
Great value will do.
She, like, started to go over, she, like, went over there, and then she came back, and she goes, do you want long or short grain? And I was like, I do not care. I was like,
anything.
Which, first of all, I was in high school, I was like, I didn't know there were types of rice.
Rice, yeah.
I just thought it was brown or white.
Mm-hmm.
And so I was like, I don't know, just whatever you can get your hands on, I guess. But I just could not believe someone would drive all the way here.
For Elm Springs Walmart.
I'm sure she did other stuff, maybe she went to Crystal Bridges and
like,
all that stuff. But I was like, really? You're making content about
Walmart?
Walmart? Like, I know that Arkansas has superior Walmarts because, like,
we do.
We are Walmart country, but, like, still.
I mean, a Walmart's a Walmart. Like, let's be real.
Well, okay. Northwest Arkansas Walmarts are better. Than
They
everywhere,
are.
But
Truly.
still.
Yeah. No.
The only non-Arkansan Walmart I've ever wanted to go to that I didn't get to is whenever my family, we went to Canada one time, and they had a 2-story Walmart that they kept advertising that has a cart escalator. And I was like, I want to go to that Walmart so bad. And my mom was like, it's a Walmart. And I'm like, it's a 2-story Walmart.
We don't have Walmart.
We don't have escalators. They probably sell Mars bars in there. Like, I want to go. She would not let us go. I was so sad.
I think it would be funny to see, like, Olympic athletes from other countries in a Walmart.
Especially because, like, most of Europe doesn't have Walmart.
They have a different grocery store owned by the Waltons.
Yeah.
But it is not Walmart. And I imagine they are not set up the same way.
No, they're probably
because you have to cater
more
to
like
your
a European. Although, I will say, in South America, they do have true Walmarts.
They do.
And they have, in Guatemala, they have a brand of store that is owned by Walmart. And so everything looks like a Walmart, except their colors are green. So, like, everything that would be blue in our Walmarts are green there.
Yeah.
And so when we were in Guatemala, the guy who was like our guide, or he lives here, but like he was the one who led the mission trip, and he's Guatemalan himself. So he took me and this one guy. He was like, "Hey, do you guys want to go to Walmart with me?" And we were like, "What?"
It's like if you're homesick in another country, you just go to a Walmart and you feel better.
Because he liked taking people on like little excursions while we were there.
Your excursion with Walmart?
Well, we went to some other places too, but he was like, well, he didn't even advertise at Walmart. He was like, do you guys want to go out with me? And we're like, okay, sure, whatever. And then he pulls up and he's like, this is Walmart, but it's not called Walmart here. And we went in and I was like, yeah, this is a Walmart.
Yeah, well, a lot of times they will have, like, if Walmart has a true Walmart in another country, they will change the colors because different colors represent things in different countries.
And Costa Rica is blue and yellow, just like here. Because they only have one Walmart. Biggest Walmart I've ever been in. And it's in the capital city.
Because they only have one. They were like, we had to fit 12 Walmart stores that we'd normally have into one.
So when we went, we asked on our way, we'd like gotten someone to take us to the hotel. But on our way we asked, but no, he only spoke Spanish.
Oh, yeah.
So my mom was like, what's the word for like a store, like a grocery store? I was like, supermercado? Like I just said that. And he goes, oh, like, I know where to go. Like, that was all he could say. And he took us to Walmart, like a true Walmart. And we were like, oh, okay.
This is where to go.
And it was massive and, like, had, like, the entrance was raised. So you had to take, like, ramps or stairs up to the entrance.
Oh, wow.
And it was huge. But, yeah, I was shocked that one was, like, truly a Walmart. But in Guatemala, it's
something else.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's something else in Europe too, and I don't know how similar the setup is to a Walmart or if it's even the same colors. But I know that the Waltons dabble in the European market.
In the international store chains.
Yeah, there's Walmarts everywhere, whether you realize it's a Walmart or not. You are funding one of the richest families in America.
One of the richest women, for sure.
Yes.
She used to be number 1. I think she's number 2 now, but...
It's okay. We'll bring her back up.
But yeah. So, it's crazy. Oh, wow, look at us. I didn't think we were going to make it to an hour. But you know us. Get us talking about something and we'll go on for probably too long.
Walmart really just gets me.
They have a death grip on us as Northwest Arkansans, so...
Yes.
We can't escape them.
I am in the Walton School of Business. I see it every day.
Just about every person I grew up with, their parents worked for Walmart.
My godmother works for Walmart.
It's the Arkansan experience. If you don't work for them, you know somebody that does.
I will be talking to
someone that's been laid off by them.
I will be talking to them at the career fair. So, you know.
Nice.
There's always a connection to Walmart.
Yeah. Or if they're not working directly for Walmart, they're a vendor for Walmart. For one of the many companies that has to have their HQ here.
Yep.
Crazy stuff.
Truly. Great for career fairs, though.
Fair enough.
The jobs are here.
Yeah, I've heard from all of the many messages I've gotten from finance people who think that that's what I want a career in. I literally went into my account and marked, not looking for a job. and they still email me. I don't know what you're looking for
I
because
haven't gotten-
I'm not the girl for you. I don't know anything about numbers and money.
Well, I'm a business major, like, I mean, specifically marketing.
Yeah.
But all my emails have been marketing. None of them have been finance.
No, mine are like, do you want to work for a finance like startup or like work for not a startup, but like to be like an
Nice.
entry level financier or whatever? And I'm like, no, I want to be a doctor.
I hate finance, and I don't know how I passed the class, and I'm never going back to it. Ever.
See, this is why I will be needing an accountant one day, personally, because
I also hate accounting. That one was not good for me. I will not do it.
well,
There you go.
good thing that's not what you're looking for in a
Nope.
career.
Mm-mm. Far from it.
Anyways,
That's all we got.
have a good week.
Go be a world-class athlete.
Go be a world-class athlete. Bye. Gotta find something for our thumbnail.
No. There we
We always forget to take one. Might as well just make one while we're filming.
I really did not think